Hello, welcome to Jason the Old Millennial. My name is Jason, speaking to you here in my basement in the great state of Kansas. Today I'm continuing my long series of ranking every single Beatles song, which I've started a while ago and haven't done lately, but I definitely want to try to get this finished because I'm pretty close. I'm into my top 24, so I'm doing 24 through 21 in this video, and so stay tuned to see what that is here on Jason the Old Millennial. Hello, hope everybody's doing well here on a Wednesday, kind of early evening, late afternoon period. Definitely very hot outside. It's been like the hottest it's been so far this year. Pretty hard to be outside for too long right now. Here in Kansas even, it's getting to the 100-degree kind of weather. I know a lot of people have been complaining about that all over the country, so it's definitely, I'm one of them. It's been hitting pretty hard, but yeah, I definitely want to continue my series on ranking every single Beatles song, which I feel like I started a while ago, a year or so ago. And yeah, getting close to the finish here. I mean, I think I had like, 213 songs to rank. And so, yeah, a lot of songs to rank. It's been a lot of fun going through them and, trying to analyze why I love them so much as best I can. So many great songs. So number 24 for me is a song For No One, which comes off of a Revolver album. It's a Lennon McCartney song, but it's really a Paul McCartney written song. In fact, you don't really hear anybody else on the record but Paul. It's really a Paul solo song, just him basically on a piano mostly. And of course, Paul is so good at piano, the ballads, and this is one of my favorite ones, and maybe some of an underrated song. I have it pretty high on my list. Absolutely love it's very haunting. It's a very sad song, of course. It's written about who else? Jane Asher, as I feel like half of the songs that he writes are about Jane Asher and their relationship. Of course, they dated for a while here. They were engaged, and so they're pretty close to getting married. And he really loved the Asher family, helped out her brother, Peter Asher, with the Peter and Gordon, wrote them a hit song, and really loved hanging around the Asher family, as I've, kind of talked about in other videos and researched. And he definitely had a hard relationship with Jane. I mean, there's some love songs that he's written. There's been some songs about how he's frustrated with the relationship. You can kind of tell. And this is definitely one where you can tell they're about to break up. I mean, this is definitely right at the end. I mean, it's such a kind of scathing song about, somebody after you break up with them or about to break up with them. Because it's talking about, basically about, someone you loved and finding, and you're not in love anymore. They're not in love with you, and you're maybe about to break up, and just talking about, kind of like, it's almost reminiscing about like what happened, this should have been, love that lasted forever, and here we are breaking up. And it really captures the sadness of that feeling of when you break up. It's a horrible feeling, and Paul does it so good. The lyrics are just amazing. I just absolutely, maybe what puts us up the top is his lyrics of, in her eyes I see nothing, no sign of love beyond the tears, cried for no one, a love that should have lasted years. Amazing. Some of the best lyrics Paul's written. Absolutely love that. Really kind of explains everything that you feel in a broken relationship. You just don't see any love anymore in their actions, in their eyes. You don't see a loving kindness anymore in them towards you. Of course, tears because you're crying over, it's always tough going through a breakup relationship. And a love that should have lasted years. Yeah, you always get into a relationship thinking this will last for a long time, hopefully. And when it doesn't, you're just, it kind of goes along with Yesterday. Yesterday and this song go together really, really well as very, sad songs, but done so well. Instrumentation, great. Piano's great. I think there's like maybe a French horn or something like that thrown in here as kind of a little solo. That's really good. But yeah, really great song here For No One at number 24. Number 23, I'm going with another actually Paul McCartney piano song, ballad, and that is The Fool on the Hill, which comes off of the Magical Mystery Tour album and is also in the movie itself. There's a kind of, like I said, Magical Mystery Tour, not a good movie, but the music is great, and there's some really good moments like this where it's Paul McCartney singing, and you see him like, kind of going through the streets or whatever, and yeah, it's an interesting kind of song about, he's singing kind of this fictional story of like this guy on a hill that everybody's calling a fool, because he's just probably is secluded from everybody, and he seems crazy, maybe, I don't know. And they say there's a fool in the hill, and he sees the world going round, spinning round. His eyes and heads, or eyes and head sees the world spinning round. Anyways, and so it's almost like they're making fun of this guy, the fool on the hill. And then at the end, I guess lyrically, just amazing. Love Paul McCartney's lyrics. At the end, it's the fool that says, he looks down at everybody and says, they're the fools, because I'm up here and I can see everything. Anyway, so it's kind of cool, that switch at the end of everybody saying you're a fool, and then the fool saying back, you guys are the fools. So it's a perspective kind of thing. So I like that. It's a nice story element, kind of, in a sense. But it's just a beautiful song. Absolutely love the piano. Again, great piano. I've heard him sing this live in concert back in 2017. It sounded great then as well. And again, Paul, just great vocals. Really just amazing song overall. Just love the whole atmosphere, the mood, the feel of the song. And yeah, I absolutely love, as you see, I absolutely love Paul McCartney when he plays the piano. I love when they play guitar and all that, and acoustic guitar I love as well. He's one of the best at it, but man, his piano ballads, just some of the best ever. So that's why I got number 23, The Fool on the Hill. Number 22, now I'm going to John Lennon, and this is Don't Let Me Down, which is a Lennon McCartney song. Mostly, it was, John Lennon basically writing about Yoko Ono, who he was now in a relationship with, and he might have been married by that time, because he wrote this and sung during the Get Back sessions, which would be the Let It Be album that they were working on at that time. Of course, so this is, late 60s, probably 1969 period, 68, 69 period, I think, when they do this. And yeah, it's such an amazing kind of song, kind of lovely song. It unfortunately didn't get onto the Let It Be album, which is just a travesty, because it's such an amazing song. I have it here at number 22. Absolutely love the song. And they played it on the rooftop, even in the Let It Be and the Get Back, documentaries. And it sounds great. He looks great up there singing it. Love the guitar he's playing. I think it's Epiphone, I believe, guitar. And ended up being a B-side to Get Back. So, what a great, A-side, B-side. Your A-side is Get Back, which came off the Let It Be album, which is a really solid rock tune. And then you got this on the B-side, which I even love even more than Get Back, which I like quite a bit. But this is one of my favorite John Lennon songs. I love the guitar. What really gets me, and you watch John Lennon, like, you don't think about him as being such a good guitar player as much as he's a rhythm guitar player, while George is the lead. But you see him doing the lead on this, and that lead riff is so good. Like, it really makes the song, with him doing that bum, 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 whatever. And then Don't Let Me Down, when he goes into that, the passion in his vocals are just amazing. He's really, I feel like, singing with passion, and he's singing about, I think Yoko, I believe, about, it's like you're in love, but man, again, it kind of goes with the theme of everything I'm talking about, like, please don't let me down, because I'm really in love, and it'd break my heart if you let me down, kind of thing. But it's really a lovely song, talking about I'm in love for the first time. I know it's gonna last. A love that lasts forever. A love that has no past, I believe that's the lyrics. Yeah, great lyrics. Just a lovely song towards someone you love, really. And like I said, I love John's guitar work on here. It's such a nice catchy song. So fun to listen to. And also, I have to mention Billy Preston's piano keyboard playing is just so good. Really elevates this. I didn't think about it too much until I was watching Get Back and watching Billy Preston playing with them. I'm like, man, Billy Preston just really elevates the music even better than it would have been already. Already a good song. That the keyboard, the organ kind of sounding that Billy Preston does, and the kind of almost solo stuff he does on there. Man, love it. Also, he's great on Get Back too. Get Back, he's just amazing on that. And yeah, I'm kind of up to, I can see him being like a fifth Beatle. Yeah, if the Beatles went on, bring Billy Preston back, let him play on some more Beatles stuff, because his playing was so good and really makes the song great. But yeah, absolutely love this. I'm Only Sleeping, or sorry, Don't Let Me Down. I read forward, unfortunately. But yeah, Don't Let Me Down, number 22. So number 21, I just mentioned, is I'm Only Sleeping, which is another John Lennon song. I mean, Lennon McCartney song officially, but really one that he wrote. It came off the Revolver album in the UK. It wasn't on the US edition. US, we had to get it on the Yesterday and Today album, but of course today you just get the Revolver. Everything's kind of on one now. We all get the UK versions now. Yeah, it's like I said, yeah, it's a Lennon McCartney song, mostly John. Man, what an amazing song! I love Revolver, of course, is my favorite album, and so many great songs. And this is number 21. I got some more Revolver songs, even higher. But man, what an amazing song! And it's all just about one not wanting to get up and wanting to stay asleep, and probably someone bothering you, wanting to get up, do activities, do work or whatever, and just like, just let me go back to sleep. And I relate to this so much. I think we all do. And I remember the first time hearing this, and I just like, oh man, John Lennon speaking to my heart. How many times have I just not wanted to get up out of bed and just like, I'm sleeping. I'm only sleeping. Please, just let me sleep. That's like the best part of my day. I was always thinking like, I look forward to getting in bed and sleeping at night. That's like the best part of my day. It's like, oh, I get to go to sleep, get to rest. That's always fun. And it's funny because it's come from John, and John has kind of this lazy kind of persona because of this song, and he also has I'm So Tired, whatever, from the White Album. So he has two different songs about, this one about sleep, and the other one being I'm so tired. Like, it's all about like, I don't really want to do anything. And I think that was John's kind of, at this point in his life, of course, he was doing a lot of drugs, and I'm sure that makes you just like, don't want to do anything, And so he wasn't writing as much at the point. Early on, he was the leader of the band. He was really driving this band, but at this point, he's really kind of taking a backseat, and Paul's kind of taking over and leading and kind of driving everything, I would say. And that's just because I think taking the drugs and everything and just not having to really care. He didn't really care about things anymore, it seemed like at this point. He's kind of in a bad place, but so it makes sense that he's writing the song about, I'm only sleeping. But it's crazy because he's still writing some amazing songs, even though it feels like he's a little bit lazy. He doesn't want to get up and do stuff, but he's still like putting out some amazing stuff. So he's not totally lazy. He's still doing some really good stuff here and all that. But yeah, I just love the atmosphere of the song, the melody, John's vocals, just so good. It's a little psychedelic. There's some backward guitars in here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, great acoustic guitar throughout the whole song, and some good backing vocals as well. Man, it's just a beautiful, perfect song about just wanting to go to sleep or wanting to stay asleep and dream, and just the idea of like, I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming, I'm enjoying life, Anyway, so yeah, I just love the song. Number 21, I'm Only Sleeping. So that's my video for today. 24 to 21. So I'll be getting my top 20, just 20 more songs to rank in my videos. And so, yeah, really, really good songs. I mean, some of the best ever. So yeah, please comment. What do you think about these four? Are they in a good place? Are they too high, too low? Whatever. Love to read the comments and enjoy everybody that comments. I really appreciate it. And just, yeah, tell me what you think about these songs. Yeah, all that. And just thank you to everybody for watching this video. Thank you for liking it. And thank you to all my subscribers for supporting the channel. I appreciate you all, and I hope you have a good day.